Fall! Fall!
We all know the deal with the Transformers. The Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. But sometimes, the Autobots don't always win. And in this video, we're gonna go over 5 occasions where Megatron won. Let's get to it.
Die, Autobots!
No one can deny the popularity of the Transformers franchise. Encompassing toys, comics, video games, and a bunch of animated and live-action TV shows and movies, we simply can't get tired of the noble Autobots fighting against the evil Decepticons. Everyone loves to love Optimus Prime and loves to hate Megatron. Optimus Prime, the leader of the Autobots, always stands for his principles, and he always cares about justice, fairness, and protecting innocents, and we love to see him win. Megatron, the leader of the Decepticons, on the other hand, is extremely selfish and ruthless, stands against everything our beloved Optimus Prime stands for, and that is why we love to see him lose. But of course, as you might have noticed if you have watched too many movies or TV shows, heroes don't always win, and villains don't always lose. Let's explore further without wasting any more time.
This was almost too easy, Starscream!
He slaughtered the Autobots and mortally wounded Optimus Prime. The Transformers, the movie, 1986, animated film. The animated Transformers movie from 1986 is extremely controversial for how it dealt with the deaths of several Autobots in the first act of the film. The audience back then didn't see it coming at all. Hasbro simply wanted to introduce new toys and discontinue old toys. And for that, they decided to kill old fan-favorite Autobots like Ironhide, Ratchet, Wheeljack, Prowl, and Optimus Prime in the animated movie. Unsurprisingly, their strategy backfired as we can still see Optimus Prime lead Autobots in the Transformers live-action films. In the animated movie, they are killed shockingly, unpredictably, and ruthlessly by the Decepticons led by Megatron. Optimus Prime is fatally shot by Megatron at point-blank range, and we see him die later from those injuries. After his death, his body darkens and loses all colors it had before. It's extremely disturbing to watch, especially for a movie meant for kids. Before this, the animated Transformers series aired on TV for 2 years, and during that time, the show never had scenes as shocking, unexpected, and controversial as this one. People were simply not prepared for this, especially the kids. Megatron clearly won here, leaving no doubt in the minds of viewers. He brought Cybertron to Earth and enslaved humanity. In the Ultimate Doom episodes of the first season of the animated Transformers series, Megatron has the upper hand for most of the time as he brings the planet of Cybertron to Earth with the help of Dr. Arkeville, wreaking havoc all over the planet, causing tidal waves, earthquakes, and mass destruction everywhere. Despite multiple attempts by the Autobots to prevent the Decepticons from succeeding, Megatron pretty much ends up overpowering them at almost every turn. And we see the Autobots struggle against the Decepticons as the Earth is getting ravaged by disasters everywhere. Even though in the end of the 13th episode, we see the Autobots seemingly winning the war against the Decepticons, Optimus Prime clearly states and knows that the Decepticons are not going to stop here, and they will come back. Their brief moment of celebration is interrupted by their recent memories of experiencing firsthand the capabilities of the Decepticons and the lengths they are willing to go to in order to fulfill their self-serving interests for power and dominance. The arc ends on a bittersweet note. He tricked Optimus Prime into killing himself. This event from the Transformers comics is extremely tragic and brutal. In the 24th issue of the Transformers Marvel Comics, Optimus Prime gets challenged by Megatron to participate in a virtual reality game with one condition. The person who loses in the game gets his life taken in real life too. The game is overseen by a human programmer named Ethan Zachary. Ethan Zachary has 2 remotes, one in each of his hands. Pressing the button on one of those remotes would get Optimus Prime killed, and pressing the button on the other remote would get Megatron killed. In the game, Megatron, without letting Optimus Prime know, uses the after-death cheat code to respawn and stays alive in the game. Despite that, Optimus Prime still defeats Megatron, although he does that while sacrificing innocent civilians living in the world of the virtual reality game. The guilt of that is too much for him to bear. Optimus Prime, being the noble, heroic, and morally upright character he is, tells Ethan Zachary to press the button on the remote that would kill him. Ethan, reluctant at first, accepts the demands of the guilt-ridden Optimus Prime, presses the button, and kills him. One of the most shocking and disturbing aspects about this particular incident from the comics is that it completely subverts and undermines the idea of the hero with a conscience defeating the villain who lacks one. Here, Megatron walks away from the game as a survivor precisely because he violates all the rules of the game, and Optimus Prime loses his life because of his conscience. His own moral code becomes his worst enemy, and Megatron doesn't even flinch before exploiting that weakness to turn it to his own advantage. Optimus Prime gets punished for doing the right thing, which makes this scene even more heartbreaking. Here, we see two beings in deadly and violent conflict with each other who are completely poles apart. All Megatron cares about is victory, dominance, glory, and power, and he intends to achieve that at any cost, by hook or by crook, even at the expense of justice and fairness, happily embracing the idea of cheating again and again. He doesn't have any principles or a moral code. Optimus Prime, on the other hand, never cares about victory and glory as much as he cares about loyalty, justice, kindness, and fairness. He is extremely principled and abides by his moral code. He beat Optimus Prime in front of everyone. In the 16th episode of the first season of the Transformers animated series, Megatron challenges Optimus Prime to a one-on-one fight. The winner of the fight gets to stay on Earth, and the loser has to leave Earth along with his army. But Megatron, being Megatron, deceives Optimus again. Using a machine, he absorbs powers from every Decepticon. Skywarp's teleportation, Rumble's seismic attacks, Starscream's null rays, and Thundercracker's sonic boom. And then, using those powers, he wipes the floor with Optimus Prime in front of both the Autobot and Decepticon armies. As the duel is about to start, the moment they start shaking hands with each other, Megatron uses his strength to lift Optimus Prime by his hand and smash him to the ground. Optimus Prime starts doubting himself as he is surprised by how strong Megatron actually turns out to be. He loses badly in that fight. After accepting defeat, he agrees to leave Earth with his army. He humbly accepts the outcome of his own defeat without any complaints. Later on, Optimus Prime gets to know the truth about what Megatron actually did in order to win the fight, and then the Autobots decide to fight back. But this scene in itself truly demonstrates that there is no line Megatron is not willing to cross, no rule or principle noble enough to prevent him from violating it, no code he's not willing to break, no dirty game he's not willing to play in order to get what he wants. He often seeks victory at the cost of justice and fairness, an approach that's completely oppositional to Optimus, who remains just, kind, humble, empathetic, and wise. He destroyed the Autobot base and scattered the team. The 26th episode of the second season of Transformers Prime is extremely action-packed, filled with exciting and impeccably choreographed battle sequences throughout. In this episode, Megatron does not just defeat the Autobots, he dismantles them as a team. Optimus Prime destroys the Omega Lock to prevent the Decepticons from attacking the Earth. In the process, Cybertron also gets destroyed, taking away any hope for the Autobots to restore their home. In response, the Decepticons, led by Megatron, completely destroy their base and force them to go into hiding. After that unfortunate incident, the Autobots are unable to regroup, unite, and fight against the Decepticons. Optimus Prime stays behind to destroy the ground bridge controls to prevent the Decepticons from tracking other Autobots who go into hiding. After the destruction, he stays buried in the rubble of what remains of their base. The episode ends with a chilling dialogue by Starscream. United we stand, divided they fall. This single line pretty much sums up the entire episode. The Decepticons stand strong, triumphant, and united. The Autobots, on the other hand, are dismantled and separated from each other. The Autobots don't get anything out of this battle except loss. Whenever villains win, the expectations of the audience are subverted, and that makes things more interesting. Also, people don't want villains who can be easily defeated without any effort. A show or a movie needs a strong villain as much as a strong hero. A strong antagonist like Megatron makes sure that things keep on escalating, and stakes are always high. And that is why the audience has been invested in the Transformers franchise for so long. Alright folks, time to sign off. We hope you enjoyed our video. Please like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for being with us. And hey, stay tuned. We'll be back soon with our next video.